Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about giving up on music production. So I make a lot of videos about a whole lot of different topics on this channel, and this year has been crazy. I've put out so many videos, but one thing I've never really spoken about, well, especially this year, I might have spoken about it in previous years, but giving up on music, because when it comes to times like ends of year, like as soon as the year starts to finish and things like that, you start to see people like pulling up their Spotify Wrapped and showing all these stats. And I'm sure just like me, y'all also have comparisons. Y'all see these posts and you be like, yo, how the hell are people getting this much streams and this much attention to their work? And then you look at yours and you're like, damn, I need to really work hard. And sometimes that can actually even be demotivating to the point where you feel like, I haven't really been putting in as much work as I should have, and I'm really not doing it. And sometimes it's not even like blaming yourself, but also just blaming the whole system itself and the whole industry. And you're just like, but why is it refusing me? Why is it not working for me? So all of that stuff put in and combined, and also even conspiracy theories about the music industry itself sometimes demotivates you to a point where you feel like, yo, is it really even worth it when I'm hearing all these horror stories about the music industry and getting into it, and you're just like, bro, is it even worth it? Should I even just keep going and doing this thing, So for me, I can speak from my own personal opinion and, how I also hear other people speak about these things and their relationship with, music and being a musician and being an artist, and to keep doing what we do as musicians, to, take your hands, wake up in the morning, use your hands and play something on the keyboard, record something on the mic, and things like that. So when it comes to giving up on music, I think it's a really tough topic to cover. And that's why in this video, I'm going to try and express it as best as I can and cover it in a very authentic way. So this is going to be my most authentic video I'm going to put out this year. So just really buckle up. So for me personally, do I feel like giving up on music? The quick answer is definitely no. I'm still logged into music, and I'm going to tell you a few reasons why I'm still logged into music. But I also understand some people that are in a place where they want to give up. But hear me out for a second, right? So most people give up, like I said, because you're really feeling like it's not going well for you, like it's not really doing well for you, like you're not getting the results you're supposed to be getting. Personally, I feel the same. Like I feel like this whole year I've put out so much music, I've done so much work, but the results are not are not as good as I was expecting. You put out an album, you put out a song, and you expect people to come through and support and things like that, and a few people come through, not that you don't appreciate the few people that come through. Like I appreciate the few people that come and check out my music. I really do. But you just want more. You want more. And for me, I use that as motivation to keep going, because I know the more I keep showing up, the more I keep staying where I am and improving myself, I'm definitely gonna get more. But one question I also just have to ask you is, whoever promised you success to begin with? I know that's a harsh question to ask, but no one ever promised us success. No one ever promised us filling stadiums, and being on tour and all this kind of success where you buying Lamborghinis and you're doing all this fancy shit. Like no one ever promised us that. But for me, I find self-fulfillment in just enjoying the art itself, as in more like a hobby. When you have a hobby, you do something not for trophies, right? You don't do anything for trophies. You're just doing it because you enjoy it. So for me, that's what I feel like anchors me to not quit music, because as much as it's a business, for me, it's also just my hobby that, that calms me on a horrible day, something that I truly just enjoy doing without anybody asking me. Because before I even released music, I just made music. Like my friends would literally show up in the middle of the night and I'm busy with music. My friends would call me at weird times, because they're my friends, obviously, and I'll be busy with music. People would leave me like today and come back tomorrow, and I made 10 beats. It's crazy, because it was just a hobby. I didn't do it because I wanted to show off, because I wanted to compete, but I just truly loved everything that I was doing. I just truly enjoyed the process of making music, and that was just it. And then when it comes to, like the industry and the outlook on the industry itself that you might want to get into, because a lot of us sometimes lie about getting into the music industry, but to be honest, I want to get into the music industry. I obviously do want to be a part of it. That's why I'm participating. And obviously, if you're quitting, you stop participating. You drop everything. You disconnect all your mics and all your audio interfaces, and you totally disconnect. But the music industry itself, dude, that's a tough one to get into because it's so complex and there's so many things that can let you just give up before you even step inside, to the point where you just look at it, you're like, bro, I don't think I'm ready for that. And that's the thing. But the answer to that is you have another path. You can be independent, just like I'm sure there's a lot more musicians that are independent than musicians that are signed in labels, and they're in the music industry pipeline like that. A lot of people are independent. And for me, I feel like if the music industry intimidates you, that place of being independent is the best option you have, and it's the best route to take because you have your own freedom. You can do what you want. Nobody can tell you shit. You can literally just wake up in the morning, make your music, post it wherever you want to post it, and everything that comes from that music, from that work, is coming directly to you. Nobody's taking a cut, except if you're paying for services like distribution services and things like that, of which that's not like a toll, anything like that, a cut. It's not a cut, but it's just a fee you're paying, just like you pay for Netflix and subscriptions and things like that. But that's besides the point, right? You get what I'm trying to say. So that's the thing. No one takes a cut. No one can tell you what to do, what your music must sound like. You have full creative control of everything. So if it fails, it's on you, and if it wins, if it does great, it's also on you. So that's the good thing about being independent. And for me personally, I love being independent. I can do whatever the hell I want with my music. And even if you want to quit, you can just quit. That's up to you. Because now if you're locked in contractually with a label, you cannot just up and leave, and and you will have problems with that. So people like freedom like that. I love freedom like that. But if a label comes through and is like, yo, we want to sign you, want to do this, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, fellas. Let's hear them out. You know what I mean? Because most people are truly making it with labels. Like, you can name maybe like a handful of people that have made it without a label. And most people that are most of the time making it independent, they were connected somehow to labels. Unless if it's that one person or two people that have probably have made it without a label, which it's not really a lot of them. So, all in all, what I'm trying to say, to make all this make sense in this video is there are different paths to take. There are different things you can look at, different ways that might convince you not to quit, music. Like I said, music doesn't have to be something you look at in a super formal way where you have so much high expectations, but you can keep doing it for the sake of it being a hobby, for not to focus too much on the result and the trophies that you might win, but just enjoy it. Just enjoy it for what it is. Unless if you truly just don't enjoy it anymore, because sometimes people just lose interest in stuff, then that's okay. That's your business. If you want to just let it go, you can let it go. I've heard a lot of people, even people that have been following my channel for a long time, saying that they've moved on to other things, and that's okay. Bless you. You can have fun with whatever you're getting into. If it was music was just a phase, that's totally cool. But for some of us, it's not a phase. It's not something we're just getting into. I really feel like music is a part of me to the point where I don't think I'm gonna quit. But for some people, they might quit. So things like that. And then at the end of the day, the music industry itself mustn't intimidate you, because you can avoid it. You can obviously avoid it. You can definitely go the other route, like I explained before, that you can be independent, and then you can do that. So if you were thinking about moving to the focusing on getting into the music industry, then you might want to cut that back and then dial down to being independent, and then you try that. If that still doesn't work for you, then maybe just do music as a hobby. Just do your thing as just as a hobby. You don't even need to post it anywhere. You can just be making your music and just enjoy making music and the process, and just being a nerd about music. Just being a nerd. I see a lot of people here on YouTube. Most people are just nerds about music. They talk about gear. They talk about software, music production, and things like that. Just like I do myself. I'm a music nerd. So if you want to be that, you can also just be that, and it will keep you there, and so that you just don't quit cold turkey, like completely, like you just shut off everything, sell all your gear, and then it's done. It's done. So hopefully, my friend, you don't give up on music. You keep going, because we still need you here. We still need a lot of people to still hang on music. But if you choose to do, that's up to you. But I would love to know what you think about giving up on music. Is there something you've thought about? Is there something that maybe you've been, contemplating, maybe getting into, next year? Was this the last year, you were into music, or have you already quit? Because some people might have already quit, but they're still, thinking about the decision and things like that. But if you have anything you want to add, you can drop me a comment down below, and you can also subscribe if you're new here. I would really appreciate that. If you want to support the channel, there are links that are down below, and I'll check you guys out in my next video. I'm X, and I'm out. Peace.